And at a certain point, I also had nowhere to live, and I was in the street, and with no money in Iquitos. That was part of my process. I think that for some people, as they start to do the diets, a lot of things that are not in alignments with them completely are starting to crash. Whether it is the work that they're doing, friends, partners, things are starting to crash. And that was part of the process that I was going through. So the first year, I think I did just 3 diets. I brought Ernesto a lot of students because I was really excited about what I was doing. I was in tears when my diets were closing. I didn't want him to close my diets. I wanted to diet all the time. But I had to deal with these core issues that were coming up for me. I mean, luckily, I met some amazing people in Iquitos that were supporting me, so I didn't starve. I didn't stay in the street. I met an amazing Israeli woman that were living in Iquitos in the time, and she had a floating house, a raft house that she bought just a few months before we met, and she invited me to share this house with her. And after a while, both of us, we found work in a restaurant. So after a while, I lived in the restaurant, because in Iquitos, you never leave a business empty at night. There's always somebody sleeping there. So I was working in the kitchen, and I slept in the restaurant, and I was saving money for my next diet. And as soon as I had some money, I went back to Ernesto, and I said I wanted to do a diet. And the next diet we did had really transformed everything for me. I went back to the restaurant after closing the diet. The owner had decided to open the place also in the evenings, so there was a lot of alcohol and cocaine on the bar, a lot of drugs, and I was just sitting there. That was also my bedroom, right? Just sitting there with a mapacho and just observing everything and waiting for people to leave. I think I didn't sleep for a week after the diet. But the first night that I got like a really good sleep, I had a really strong dream where I was in a town with houses from black stones, and there were children there that had teeth like predators, and they were chasing me. And I wake up from the dream on the couch in the restaurant, and I'm feeling my body, and I realize that I'm not afraid, and I'm in this stage between like a very lucid stage, not really awake, not asleep. I'm looking at the side of my couch, and I see the weapons that I received from the plants in my diets. And I realized that this is what I came to do. And it doesn't really matter what I think about myself. If I think I'm a good enough person, not a good enough person, this is my destiny. And that moment, I realized that this is my destiny. And I can continue escaping it and creating a lot of obstacles in my way, but I will only suffer. And that was a very important diet and a very important moment for me, because after that I realized that I have to get out of the restaurant, find a means to finish my apprenticeship and do what I came here to do. And so within 3 months, I had all the money to finish my diet. I went back to Ernesto and I said, okay, I'm moving back to live in your house, and I have all the money, and I'm going to finish all the diets and to do my maestria. And yeah, and that's what I did. I think there's this idea that if you do the 3 diets, you need to feel amazing. If you don't feel amazing, so maybe the diets don't work. But it is my experience that the diets, they create like these earthquakes inside of us. So the core issues, the contracts we came to the world with, they are coming up, and we need to address them. And this is part of the deep healing that we're experiencing while doing plant diets. That was my experience, and I did see it with other people as well.